नमस्ते अनि हार्दिक स्वागत छ होम ट्युसन नेपाल हेरेर बस्नुहुने सम्पूर्ण तपाईलाई स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। आज पनि बिल्कुलै नयाँ भिडियोको साथ हामी उपस्थित भएका छौँ र आजको यस भिडियोमा हामी चर्चा गर्नेछौँ क्लास 10 को युनिट 1 फोर्स भन्ने विषयमा हामी चर्चा गर्नेछौँ। र अब क्लास 10 को एसए एक्जामिनेसन पनि नजिकै छ र यस्तै भिडियो हेर्न तपाईहरुले हाम्रो च्यानललाई लाइक गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, शेयर र सब्स्क्राइब गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। हामी निरन्तर रूपमा कक्षा 1 देखि कक्षा 10 सम्मका सम्पूर्ण विषयको पाठ्य सामग्री यस च्यानलबाट प्रस्तुत गर्नेछौँ। सो स्टुडेन्ट्स, लेट्स स्टार्ट अबाउट द फोर्स. So before going to the content of the force, let's discuss about the geocentric theory and the heliocentric theory. So हामीले यो फोर्स भन्ने लेसनमा बिगिनिङमै हामीले जियोसेन्ट्रिक र हेलियोसेन्ट्रिक थ्योरी भनेर दुई किसिमको थ्योरीहरू चाहिँ हामीले पाउन सक्छौँ। जियोसेन्ट्रिक र हेलियोसेन्ट्रिक थ्योरी भनेको के भन्दा जस्तो जियोसेन्ट्रिक थ्योरीलाई हामीले अर्थ सेन्टर्ड थ्योरी पनि भन्न सकिन्छ है। अर्थ सेन्टर्ड थ्योरी, this is also called earth centered theory, and this is called sun centered theory. है यो भनेको के त भनेर म बुझाउँछु है त। जस्तो इट वाज बिलिभड इन द अर्लियर स्टेज है, धेरै पहिला चाहिँ के बिलिभ गरिन्थ्यो त भन्दाखेरि अर्थ वाज द सेन्टर अफ होल सोलर सिस्टम। सोलर सिस्टमको सेन्टर भनेर अर्थलाई, सपोज दिस इज अर्थ, and in solar system all different other heavenly bodies whatever were there, all were considered as they are revolving round the earth in a uniform motion. It was believed that earth is the center of the solar system, and all other planets and all other heavenly bodies whatever were there, they were considered to revolve around the earth. It was believed that in such a way. So the theory which consider earth as the center of the solar system is called what? That is called geocentric theory. And later on, when more research and discovery were done on the geocentric theory, so it was found that no, actually earth was not the center of the solar system. Instead of earth, sun is the center of the solar system. So पछि गएर के पत्ता लाग्यो त भन्दाखेरि वास्तवमा अर्थ चाहिँ हैन सेन्टरमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ, सन हुन्छ भने अन्य अदर जति पनि प्लानेटहरु छन् तिनीहरुले चाहिँ सनलाई रिभल्भ राउन्ड गर्छन् इन अ युनिफर्म मोसन. दैट इज कल्ड व्हाट? हेलियोसेन्ट्रिक थ्योरी. सो द थ्योरी व्हिच कन्सिडर एज द अर्थ इज द सेन्टर अफ द सोलर सिस्टम, then that is called geocentric theory, which was completely wrong. And later on, when it was discovered that actually the sun is the center of the solar system and all other different planets used to revolve around the sun, this theory is called heliocentric theory. Now let's learn about gravitation. What is gravitation? So gravitation means the mutual force of attraction between any two bodies. Suppose this is body A and this is body B. So whenever two bodies will be there, always there created the force of attraction, mutual force of attraction. It means body A attract the body B toward it, even body B also attract body A. So the mutual force of attraction between any two bodies is called what? Gravitation. And it was identified in 1687 AD, and this identification has been done by Isaac Newton. Newton was the person who identified the mutual force of attraction between two bodies. It's called gravitation. Either they are the microscopic particle, small particle. Even this small particle is also have the capacity of attracting the another body. Either it is a microscopic particle, very small particle, or it is a very massive like its sun or the Jupiter or the Mars or the Earth. So everybody has the capacity of attracting another body towards its center. So that is called what? Gravitation. Like we have seen very small object, even we, like दुईवटा विद्यार्थीको बीचमा पनि फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन हुन्छ है। यो दुईवटा विद्यार्थी छन्, उनीहरुको बीचमा पनि फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन हुन्छ. Even the force of attraction used to be there within this board and this marker. But the gravitation is the weakest force that we found in the nature. Gravitation भनेको सबैभन्दा weakest force को रूपमा पनि हामीले मान्न सकिन्छ. जसले गर्दा यसको फोर्सलाई चाहिँ हामीले एक्सपिरियन्स गर्न सकिदैन. So it was identified by Newton in 1687. So this is called gravitation. But what is gravity? Now gravity means when the force of attraction occurs between the planets and the object. So this is the object and this is the planet. When the involvement of the planets, or let's say heavenly bodies, if the involvement of the heavenly bodies and the object would be there, at that time you can say this is the condition of the gravity. This condition is called what? Gravity. यसलाई नै ग्रेभिटी भन्न सकिन्छ. एक्चुअली इट इज द फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन. तर फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सनमा यदि एउटा चाहिँ हेभनली बडी छ र अर्को चाहिँ अब्जेक्ट छ भने प्रत्येक हेभनली बडीले आको अब्जेक्टलाई आफ्नो सेन्टरतिर तान्ने गर्दछ. यस्तो किसिमको स्पेसिफिक कन्डिसनलाई नै के भनिन्छ त? ग्रेभिटी भनिन्छ. एक्चुअली इट इज ग्रेभिटेसन अल्सो, but in a gravitation, if condition applied for the heavenly body and the object, then this kind of specific condition only can be termed as the gravity. So that we have found when any object is thrown upside from the surface of the earth, at that time that object come toward the planet. Let's say हामीले कुनै पनि अब्जेक्टलाई माथि फाल्यो भने त्यो अब्जेक्ट तल आउँछ. यो किन आउँछ त भन्दाखेरि that is due to the gravity. ग्रेभिटीले हरेक अब्जेक्टलाई आफ्नो सेन्टरतिर तान्ने गर्दछ. त्यसले गर्दा हरेक अब्जेक्ट माथि फाल्दा त्यो तलतिर नै आउने गर्दछ. इभन द फ्लोइङ अफ अ वाटर टुवर्ड द डाउन साइड, है, नदीमा पानी तलपट्टि बग्छ, द्याट इज अल्सो ड्यू टु द ग्रेभिटी. इन 1687 AD, Newton has propounded Newton's law of gravitation for the first time, and he used this Newton's law of gravitation also is a Newton's universal law of gravitation. यसलाई उनले के पनि भने? न्युटन्स युनिभर्सल ल अफ ग्रेभिटेसन भने. अब न्युटन युनिभर्सल ल अफ ग्रेभिटेसनमा के भने त भन्दाखेरि द फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन बिट्विन एनी टू बडिज, द फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन बिट्विन एनी टू बडिज is directly proportional to the product of their masses. This is called m1 and this is called m2. The force of attraction between any two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses, suppose, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their center. The force of attraction between any two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their center. Suppose this is m1 and this is m2, means the force of attraction always will be created between the two bodies, between m1 and between m2. The mutual force of attraction is to be created between them, so it is directly proportional to the product of their masses. भनेको के त भन्दाखेरि यदि यिनीहरुको मास ठुलो हुन्छ भने के हुन्छ? मास ठुलो हुन्छ भने force of attraction, or we can say the force of attraction is also called the gravitation, पनि के हुन्छ? बढी हुन्छ. मास ठुलो छ भने gravitation also will be more, and if the distance सँग चाहिँ के हुन्छ? फेरि इन्भर्सली प्रोपोर्सनल हुन्छ. इट मिन्स यदि हामीले दुईवटा अब्जेक्टलाई नजिक नजिकै राख्छौं भने त्यति बेला के हुन्छ त भन्दाखेरि डिस्टेन्स कम छ भने फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन के हुन्छ? बढी हुन्छ. इन्भर्सलीले के भन्छ? इन्भर्सलीले भन्छ यो बढ्यो भने यो घट्छ, यो घट्यो भने यो बढ्छ. तर डाइरेक्टलीले के भन्छ त भन्दाखेरि यदि मास बढ्यो भने फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन पनि के हुन्छ? बढ्छ. मास घट्यो भने फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन पनि के हुन्छ? घट्छ. यसरी न्युटनले न्युटन्स युनिभर्सल ल अफ ग्रेभिटेसन बनाए, जहाँ माससँग चाहिँ फोर्स अफ अट्र्याक्सन के हुन्छ? डाइरेक्टली प्रोपोर्सनल हुन्छ भने डिस्टेन्ससँग चाहिँ के हुन्छ? इन्भर्सली प्रोपोर्सनल हुन्छ. सो वी क्यान गिभ इज द डेफिनेसन. The force of attraction between any two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their center. यसलाई नै न्युटन्स युनिभर्सल ल अफ ग्रेभिटेसन भन्ने गरिन्छ. So why it is called Newton's universal law of gravitation? Because the force of attraction between any two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses, means any two bodies in the universe says यो युनिभर्समा हुने हरेक अब्जेक्ट, चाहे त्यो माइक्रोस्कोपिक होस् चाहे त्यो मेसिभ अब्जेक्ट होस्, सबैमा यो लले काम गर्ने गर्दछ. इट इज एप्लिकेबल फर ऑल द डिफरेंट अब्जेक्ट, आइदर दैट इज माइक्रोस्कोपिक or that is massive in nature. So it is applicable for all the object in the universe, and that is called, so it is called न्युटन्स युनिभर्सल ल अफ ग्राभिटेसन भनेर लेख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ इक्जाममा आयो भने। नाउ लेट्स प्रुभ न्युटन्स ल अफ ग्राभिटेसनलाई चाहिँ अब प्रुभ गर्ने। हाउ टु प्रुभ न्युटन्स ल अफ ग्राभिटेसन। आइदर द क्वेसन विल कम प्रुभ Newton's law of gravitation, or it can be asked prove F is equal to gm1 2 upon d square। यसरी चाहिँ आउन सक्छ है, कि त न्युटन्स ल अफ ग्राभिटेसनलाई प्रुभ गर भनेर आउँछ, कि त प्रुभ F is equal to gm1 into m2 upon d square। So you prove that F is equal to gm1 m2 upon d square भनेर आयो भने हामीले कसरी प्रुभ गर्ने भनेर म देखाउँदैछु। सपोज लेट्स मेक टु अब्जेक्ट दिस and this। Suppose this is m1 and this is m2 and this is object A, this is object B, and always the mutual force of attraction is created between both the object. So let's write the language. Let m1 and m2 be the mass of two bodies with force of attraction F. I have written in short. So according to the Newton's law of gravitation, according to the Newton's law of gravitation, according to the Newton's law of gravitation, you know that F m2, let's consider it is the equation first, and F equation second. So combining equation first and second, what we get? If we combine equation first and second, we get F m1 m2 upon d square. So now to keep here is equal to, we can write here g m1 m2 upon d square. So it is proved, but here we have to write g is gravitational constant whose value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 nm square per kg square. We can write g is proportionally constant। यसरी हामीले प्रुभ गर्न सक्छौं न्यूटन्स ल अफ ग्रेभिटेसन। According to the Newton's law of gravitation, F is directly proportional to m1 and m2 and F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Combining both the equation, we get what? F m1 and m2 upon d square. So here we have removed the sign of proportionality and we have kept here what is equal to, by keeping capital G, which is universal gravitational constant. Its value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 nm square per kg square। यसरी हामीले न्यूटन्स ल अफ ग्रेभिटेसनलाई प्रुभ गर्न सक्छौं। So now the video will be long, so I will make it short. So today we will discuss up to the proving of Newton's universal law of gravitation. Other thing we will do in the next class. So subscribe the channel for getting more videos.